Our journey to Ungoro begins as an arduous one. I begin by realizing I can't take any of my main tunes through the game, and I have to use a level 10 mage. I then contact Blizzard support, hoping for just the smallest amount of game time in order to make this video for my lovely fanbase. Sadly, to no avail. And thus started my arduous journey to Ungoro Crater. I knew this would be no easy task, but I also knew the journey would be worth the reward. And as my journey stretches on and on before me, I know that each death will only strengthen my resolve. As we continue through this video, we'll be doing more and more speculating about the cards that are coming in Ungoro. And as I reach my journey's end, I know that this has all been worth it. Anyways, now that that's all over and done with, we can start actually going into Ungoro and making our... Anyways, now that I can actually go into Ungoro Crater, we'll just stand here and put in the admin cheat, and then we'll be able to fly around. Do-do-do-do-do. As you can see, after putting in the admin code, you can just sort of fly around and look at all the dinosaurs. There's some Ravasaurs over here, a card that might very well be entering the game in Ungoro. Although I think the Devilosaur is probably going to be a more likely candidate to be entering the Hearthstone arena, but we'll see some of those later on. We have here one of our first real contenders for a card I think would make a really good rare or epic, is the Ungoro Gorilla. That's just too fun to say for them to not make it a card. Ungoro Gorilla. Next up we have this fancy looking bastard, which I was just farting around and found, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be a card in the game, and I couldn't find a name for it. I couldn't find any information about it except for that it kind of moves around when you do. Oh. Interesting plant properties indeed. Next up, another great idea for a legendary, King Mosh.
Bonus card prediction!
Next up is the Edimidian. Now this guy has a whole cult of followers, which actually leads us into our next card prediction, High Cultist Hirn. If they make Edimidian a card, they'll definitely have to make the Cultist a card. Gruff! I'm real hopeful for this one, but right past him over here is the Devilosaur Queen. The next one here, the Gorishi Wasp, we saw in the Ungoro trailer, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be one of those ones. As we come to the end of our journey in Ungoro, there are a few honorable mentions that may or may not end up being cards, but I would feel like we left something out if I didn't mention them here. Ah, Maximilian. And who can't forget good old plant druid guy. Now this hunter card here may or may not be real at all. I'm not positive and there's been no confirmation, but it looks really cool and I definitely wanted to show it off. Next up we have this little planty. I don't know where it got leaked from, I just thought it was cool. Last but certainly not least, we have the Gentle Megasaur. Now I am super excited about this one because it is adapt your Murlocs. Now I don't know if that means in your hand or on the board. Traditionally it means on the board, so it'll probably be one adapt you get to give all your Murlocs, but until tomorrow, that's about it. If you're still watching this, you're obviously a true fan. Hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, I will get back to you. Good luck, have fun, and I'll see you in the Stone of Hearth.